What's going on? This is NTP Backstage Access. I'm your girl Marlene Massasoit.
And I'm your boy Prestige. Today we got with us
Coko Buttafli.
Yo, yo, what's going on with you, Coko?
Hey man, I'm just trying to live and be groovy. How about you?
Okay. It's good to have you here. So we're gonna jump right into this thing.
Get it.
You sing, but you got a unique quality to your artistry.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So, I am from Pontiac, and I started singing years ago in church, of course, like a lot of other people. And then when I started singing with live bands, I did the live thing and the soul thing. And then I got an opportunity in 2010. I was at a funk night in Detroit, a P-Funk night, let me be clear, with Gabe Gonzalez, Tony Green, Phil Hale, all these players. So that particular night, my boy Piranha Head, he told me and my girl, he just came to us and said, y'all coming to sing background vocals. She was like, what? So we decided to go change my life. They allowed us to go on stage in front of this huge audience, and they wanted us to sing, but they had me come and freestyle and while they taped it. And so that in turn got Frank Raines, who does Funk Night, this was deemed one of the biggest parties in the U.S., come to me and ask me if I would want to work with a band that he had called Will Sessions. I then went to audition with Will Sessions, who told me that, I found out later that they didn't think I was funky enough, because they do funk, James Brown type of genre. But then I did a couple of things with them where they let me freestyle with them on stage. And then Sam Bobian, the leader, called me back and asked. He texted me one day, and I kept the text for as long as I could. He said, I'm doing a album with Elzai from Slum Village, if you know who that is. Of course I know who that is. Right. He said it is called Illmatic. It is a remake of Nas's Illmatic. Would you come and do the background vocals? I said, sure, why not? I have nothing to do. You got wine? He was like, sure, I'm there. So I did it, and I have to be honest with y'all, I don't remember none of that session, except that I had fun, and all I remember from that session is da-da-da-da, that's crazy, and I got home. That was in October 2010, let's fast forward to May of 2011. Elzai drops this free mixtape, or whatever, he drops it, and everybody, it's all a buzz, everybody's talking about it. We made it sound so much like Illmatic that I was confused. I had to call my other half while at work, and I said, could you tell me my part? Because I kind of can't remember it. So that night we had a funk night. Elzai, who I must say, and to this day, Elzai did not have to do this, but he did. He said, would you please do me a favor? We did a song called Memory Lane. He said, I want you to go out in front of everybody and sing the beginning of a Minnie Riperton song. He said, I want you to kill it. I said, what? He said, just go out there and sing it. And he said, you hit that one note, love would die. And I said, I can't do that. He said, oh, you will. You can. And when I did it, somebody taped it, and it changed everything for me. After I did that, somebody basically kind of said to Will Sessions, she follows directions, so just tell her what to do. And after that, I started featuring with them, and I started recording with them, which in turn kind of opened me up to the Detroit music scene. And
Amazing. Wow.
Yep. So I got somewhere fast real quick.
Now, who are some of the people that you've always looked up to, and you're like, wow? Those are.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
They were one of the people that I wanted to work with, and I had a boyfriend that introduced me to a lot of the music scene, who told me I would never work with King Gordy, because I love King Gordy. Shout out to King Gordy, horrorcore. He told me I would never work with him. I got to sing for King Gordy because my boyfriend did beats for him.
Who's your boyfriend?
One from the Almighty Dreadnoughts.
Okay, thank you.
And the crazy part about that was when I met King Gordy, I didn't think I was going to sing. I just kind of showed up at the studio and he had me sing because he was cool, my boyfriend. But I got to do some background vocals with him. They told me Will Sessions I would never work with. I ended up being featured vocalist. I've done 4 songs with him. So don't ever let nobody tell you what you want to do.
That's right.
I've just been really fortunate. I've got to work with Thornetta. I got to be one of the vocalists she had when she did A Friend in Need. A Friend in Need, I'm sorry.
Okay.
She brought us all to United Sound Studio. I got to do last year the Miro song for Ingrid LaFleur when she was running for mayor, right in. And the great part about that was I got a chance to be on National Public Radio because my song got played when they did a thing about Afrofuturism.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Wow.
That was crazy. So I've been very lucky. And my message to everyone is don't put yourself in a corner. Because if I would have put myself in a corner, I wouldn't be who I am now. And I wouldn't get all the opportunities that I get. I've been very fortunate. Oh my God, I've gotten to do a thing with Red Bull when Paul Reiser had us come to the Magic Stick, and we got to do this thing where this symphony would play Motown favorites, and we got to freestyle to Motown songs. I Got Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Oh, okay. It was over.
It was over.
Yeah, but he
Killed
went.
it. So I've been very lucky. I've been so lucky.
So you got any current projects that you're working on right now?
Oh yes, I kind of do a thing where, because I work with Funk Night Records, I do work. I produce vinyls. I do 45s because vinyl is getting a resurgence.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that since 2011, and I have a vinyl coming out with a producer named Misha Palinoff. He is in Estonia, or in Helsinki, and it's called Electrifying Women and Soul Stomp. I kind of take a different approach. I do singles.
Okay.
Now, I do other projects with other people, but the singles work for me because I come out with my 45s, and then I come out and I work with different groups. So Funk Night Records kind of puts me out maybe a couple of times a year, and that's been working for me.
That's amazing. Yeah. Wow. Now, so in regards to traveling, because I know you've been to France. Which,
that was crazy.
I want to go to France. Okay, how was that experience in France, and what are some other places that you want to travel to?
France was amazing because I had a very bad experience with my band in Pontiac. This is a true story. Okay. I like my drummer. I was gonna run him over one night. I'm not lying, y'all. This is a true story. Because he tried it. And can I say this? Yeah. He made Mama put on her nigga suit. So I was done. Okay. And let me tell y'all how the creator worked. I was done. That morning when I woke up, that Friday it all happened. Saturday I woke up, I had a message in my inbox that asked me would I be willing to come to France in July as a headliner for the St. Paul Trois Chateaux Soul and Funk Fest.
And it was a done deal.
It was done. And that's why sometimes when we think it's not something we want to do, we have to be mindful that you're going to have some hiccups.
Oh, yeah.
Bands ain't always going to be perfect. And that's something that I had to learn. I had a musician quit on me the day of the Cosmic Slot Festival, something I always wanted to do. But I had to learn how to bounce back. And if I would have quit when those things happened, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Yeah.
France was beautiful because the people were so open to us. To see people who can't speak the language mouth your songs, your original songs, was like the most amazing thing to me. And at that time, the racial climate in the United States was horrible because we had a lot of violence with the police. And I did Seal Johnson's Because I'm Black. Oh my God, I looked out in the audience and they were mouthing the words. That doesn't, come on.
That's amazing.
And it was amazing. So I realized there's power in what we do as artists.
Yeah.
We have the ability to bring people together.
Yes.
These people in France were singing a song, and when they would come to me, they couldn't even talk to me. Coko Buttafli. Oh, it was cool. And it was crazy. So that was like a great experience. I am hoping to get to London for the Sling festival that they have. That's my hope. Okay. But if I don't, that's cool because I've been lucky. I am going to do, when Movement comes in May, I'm going to be working with Dustin Alexander. I'm going to do a performance with him. So I do house as well. I do house, I do neo soul, I do funk, I do rock. I don't have a genre.
That's
I love
awesome.
it.
But I make my money with funk.
Right.
Let me be clear, people. The DJs buy my vinyls, and I make my money with the band doing the live
So
stuff.
before we wrap up, artist, producer, anybody that you want to work with in particular? Dream collaboration. Anybody?
That's a good question. I've got to work with everybody so far that I wanted to.
Okay.
Even my girl, I was just saying to you earlier, my girl Blue Raspberry from Wu-Tang. Me and her like besties. But we sing together, but I want to do something with her where we like do a show.
Okay.
Because we have these big voices, but it's like this great blend.
You claiming that right now. We
We talk about it, but it never happens.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
We talk about everything else.
Okay.
Girl, you know, it's so deep.
Right, so
and then it turns to something
one more
else.
question. Who are you currently listening to right now? What artist got
Her.
you there?
H.E.R.
Yes,
Okay.
her.
Tank and the Bangers. Anderson .Paak.
Nice. That's a nice.
Oh God. I'm a big independent person. I mean, I like mainstream, but the bottom line is this. For me, because I work with an independent label on the side, there is so much talent. Sometimes you just gotta step outside the comfort zone. But I gotta tell you, there are some great acts here. And one of the people I love Stephanie Christian in Detroit.
Okay.
She is so dope. I love Thornetta. I like Elise Williams or King. She changed her name. She got married. She's really dope. There's of course, Melanie Rutherford. She's dope. I mean, you know, and we don't get a lot of times us Pontiac artists don't get enough credit for what we do. And I'll be real, I did go to Detroit, and that's where I did make a name, but there's a lot of talent here in the city. And I just want people to know that we're not some little backwoods town. We got talent here.
Well, how can we, I hate to cut you off, but how can we find you on social media?
Coko Buttafli. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right. So, and I just want to shout out that project that you and Kane. I definitely want to shout that out. I gotta shout that out because you just talk so highly about him. Shout that out real quick. That
okay.
The song.
So Kane just put this out there on Friday. Apparently, I'm gonna sing a song that's gonna make folk cry, and that's good because Kane is one of my favorite artists in the city. Because we have a bond, and the bond is that he's one of the first people I worked with in the city of Pontiac that treated me with respect. And you cannot, I repeat, if you're in the studio with us, he will not let you disrespect me. He will not let you cuss in front of me.
It's amazing.
And we made good music. We wrote a song together, and it's funny because he challenges me. He'll give me a song and say, let's write this. I'm like, I don't do that, but I'm like, I'll write to it. So it's a lot of talent in the city, but that's one of my favorite peeps here.
Yeah, okay.
YTBK.
Right, I'm like, I gotta get that. Yeah,
I know, right?
You know, this is just part one. This is just part one, y'all. This has been NTP Backstage Access. I'm your girl, Marlene Massasoit.
And I'm Prestige.
And I'm Coko, MF and Buttafli.
We out. We coming.